What are you doing today in this country? You're bunching all the development in the western part of the country. Put all the money of the people that are starving to pay their taxes in a risky place of this country. In case of war, the western part, western flank of this country will be blockaded. All those investments will go to naught, and the people will starve to death. Can you imagine that? Kung magkagera at i-blockade ang magmula sa Palawan hanggang sa Pasukin, ang Pilipinas, anong puerto ang open para umandar ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas?
Esa po.
Wala.
Esa.
Maybe if you can develop something in the Bicol region to access the Pacific. CESA is the most strategic port for this country. That area from Pagudpod all the way to Kasiguran in Isabela, that portion is an area that can support 50 million Filipinos economically. That's how important that is. And there is no one that can attack it. And that is why we have to develop that as a place to repair our government and our people, some of them, in case of war. In fact, even the Japanese who invited us, who invaded us, thought of that place as an exit point. They knew what they were doing. We Filipinos, we do not know what we want. We do some things without any purpose. My God, when you build the country, you have to build the economy, you have to build the system to safeguard that economy. That is what China is doing now. They had the timeline. You can be rich until 2001, develop your military until 2030, prepare for war from 30 to 50, and conquer the world. That is their purpose. And that's why, may I beg those who have in their minds to destroy CESA, please stop it. There is a purpose for CESA. Until today, that purpose is being pursued.
The good senator, no? Pakinggan muna natin. Gusto niyo muna pakinggan ng ating former senator? Sir.
Thank you, Mr.
You're
Chairman,
recognized.
for allowing me to participate in this proceeding. I would like to start by saying that the other day, I was in a meeting in the cabinet and we were discussing a policy question about our security. And I asked, I will explain to you why I asked later on. I asked the question, if 1 month from now we are faced with a situation where we have to go to war against any of our neighbors, then we raise an army to defend this country and safeguard the lives, property, and freedom of the Filipino people. I ask the same thing with you as legislators, because that is the essence of your responsibility. Nobody answered the question. CESA was not only an economic project, it's a part of the security of this country. Until today, that is the norm. And I do not know why people want to destroy it. I created that upon the behest of the president then, They sent me around the country to find places in the country that can be developed economically so that we can spread the risk of economic development in case of calamity or in case of a war. And we identified Kasambalangan, which is now Port Irene. We identified Giwan. We identified Zamboanga. We identified Antique. We identified several others. So that the economic development of the country is balanced, and if something happens in one place, it will not affect the other. That area is the anchor of the safety and national security of the country. To protect it, we have no enemy that can attack us from the east. Our enemies may come from the south, from the southwest, from the west, from the northwest, and none in the east and the north. So, when we do our things as legislators, I'm leaving you. I might be dead tomorrow. I will not care, but you have to care about your children and grandchildren. You must always think of country first. How to provide them with their livelihood and how to keep them safe from other countries. Every country around us is our enemy, potential enemy. No exception. And that's why, may I beg those who have in their minds to destroy CESA, to stop it. There is a purpose for CESA. Until today, that purpose is being pursued. That's all the message that I want to give you.
Bilib po ako sa sinabi nyo dahil totoo po yung sinabi nyo, yung CESA po is a very important hub and industry for the Philippines and especially for Region 2. And we need your expertise po. At alam ko po, God will grant you more years to come to guide not only the legislature but the Philippines, because CESA is bringing a lot of benefits, not only in billions as Secretary Katrina stated, but because it also involves the many jobs that have been given to Region 2, especially Cagayan and Isabela.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir, you're recognized.
Nung dumating dito ang mga Amerikano, paano nila na-capture itong Pilipinas? Dinakade nilang Manila Bay. Yung admiral ng Espanya, hindi makagalaw.
Dewey. Thank you,
Mr.
Senator.
Thank you, Mr.
Sige,
Senator.
you still have the floor. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Senator. I agree completely, 100%. That's why I am supporting CESA and its charter, and I will defend it as a legislator from Isabela and coming from Region 2. And Mr. Chair, I believe that the statement of our Secretary Katrina Ponce Enrile has already stated that there is no POGO in CESA.